Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we're going to talk about start collecting Conquest, the last argument of kings, and today we're going to take a look at the 100 kingdoms and their one player starter set and see how we can use this particular box set to start an army for Conquest. Now, in this video, we're going to go through the contents of the box set, talk a little bit about it before further exploring some other units we can use to expand upon this initial purchase. We'll then finish off the video with a little sample army list of 1,000 points for you to use, hopefully as some inspiration for starting your own army of Conquest, the last argument of kings with the 100 kingdoms. Now, in this box set, first of all, we get our character model, which is a noble lord. He's a medium infantry unit and has a supremacy ability called the Best of Men. While his character stand is on the battlefield, all friendly infantry regiments within 6 inches of the character stand can re-roll unmodified rolls of a 6 when making defense rolls. In addition, they can also re-roll unmodified hit rolls of a 6 during clash actions. This supremacy ability is always considered to be active. This is just a nice, solid ability. It really helps if he is in the center of your line, and it can just give you, this nice little buff. Now, other than that, he has a pretty decent profile. Wounds 4, 4 attacks, clash 3, defense 3, resolve 3. He's, nothing to write home about at all, but he is pretty solid. He's got a few cool different things he can take in the weapon arts, which will give him, for an ability free, he can get things like Cleave if he chooses to go with the weapon master. He can get Flurry and a couple of other cool rules as well. Now, with this, we get 6 regiments of militia or militia bowmen as well. These are pretty much not our baseline troops. I would say that would be household would be more the men-at-arms or household guard. These are pretty much our cheap troop options. They are the least good troop options we have, but they are dirt cheap. Militia infantry light and militia bowmen are also a light infantry unit as well, both coming in at 95 and 75 points respectively. Militia do have shields, so they get +1 defense in their front rank, though this only puts them up to defense 2. They've got support 2 as well, which is pretty nice. They can also take a variety of different upgrades as well that can really help benefit them depending what characters are added to their units. Militia bowmen as well have barrage 3 per stand at 16-inch range, and they can take a bunch of different upgrades for themselves as well. But both these units are volley and clash 1. They're not great troops. They're cheap. That is their thing. Now, if we look into some of the other units, we have another dual kit box set, which is Household Guard and Gilded Legion. Now, I am strongly going to suggest you build Household Guard out of this box set. Gilded Legion are requiring another character to be taken, so Household Guard is certainly the way you should be building this box set to begin with. They're a medium infantry unit, support 2, cleave 1 with those nice big halberds. They can take a Arms Master, which is a nice little upgrade, where they can reroll hit rolls of 6 during clash actions, and whilst a Noble Lord character stand is attached to the regiment, they also add +1 to the clash as well. Instead, because obviously they get those rerolls from him as well, so they do change it around. And the last unit perhaps is one of the big heavy hitters for the force, and that is the Household Knights, a medium cavalry unit, impact free with brutal impact and shields for some nice defense 4, 5 attacks per stand and 4 wounds. These are definitely your heavy hitters for the force. Also, we would like to thank Parabellum for sponsoring the channel with Conquest, the Last Argument of Kings and Conquest First Blood. If you'd like to help the channel, you can do so by supporting us by going and using our affiliate code to get 10% off your orders on the Parabellum e-store. The code here on the screen will get you the said discount, CFGCONQ5. Go and get yourself 10% off and help the channel continue to make more and more Conquest content. Now, if we're looking at where to expand next, for me, it definitely is worth checking some of these units and expanding upon them in that initial box set. I know this isn't the most, let's say, sexy way to upgrade your army. You've got, you're not taking new units and that, but definitely 100 Kingdoms benefit from having some larger size units, and things like your Household Knights and even your militia can be really good to invest and upgrade in. Now, if we're talking about investing and upgrading as well, a tactical retinue for your Noble Lord is certainly something to consider. This enables him to unlock a lot of different upgrades available to the unit. But if we are looking for another character to add into the force to give us a second warband, we could definitely look at the Theist Priest. This is a Priest 5. He's got Cleave 1, Fearless, and Devout. He's got his Spirit Shines Supremacy ability, where once per battle, spellcasting action performed by this character stand with the Priest X rule, targeting the regiment that is the Warlord currently attached to, are also affect all friendly regiments with the Devout rule, so you can definitely have a nice bit of buffs around the force. Now he's got Holy Fire, Saint's Favour, Heavenly Blessing, Fervour and Divine Sanction for a nice variety of spells to have access to as well. Now, speaking of that Devout rule, having something like a Neophyte which will provide this rule to your militia units is certainly an upgrade worth considering as well. And so here we have our sample item list for the 100 Kingdoms. Perfect 1,000 points been spent here. Now, we've got our Noble Lord, who is going to be our Warlord, and we've given him the Tactical Tier Retinue 1. This is going to enable him to have some banners as access to. Now, for the first one of these, we are going to be sent a looking at grabbing a banner, which will be the Steel Standard. For me, this is an amazing standard. It provides dread for the character regiment and his retinue, which pretty much means your opponent can't inspire into the unit he's in, which is just awesome. Now, we've then got Household Guard, which will probably be the unit he joins with a Standard Bearer. Then we've got Household Knights in there, and we've upgraded to have 6 of them as well with a Standard Bearer. A nice big hammer for our unit. 3 Militia Bowmen will join them, and then our other warband is going to be the Theist Priest with Hopes and Prayers. This allows him potentially to come back once per game, and then the Militia with 6 of them as a nice big solid infantry unit, a Standard Bearer and a Neophyte, giving them the Devout rule as well. If you've been playing with the 100 Kingdoms in Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings, if you picked up this box set, if you've got some ideas on how you would expand this box set, I'd love to hear from everyone down in the comments below. And so that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And if you did enjoy the video and you want to say something, leave us a comment down below and let us know what you thought. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description. Also down there in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel if you'd like to do so. You can either grab yourself some merch via our Teespring or Ko-fi stores, which are linked down there, or our Patreon and YouTube members, where you can help support the channel, get yourself a shout out, and indeed if you're a YouTube member as well, get yourself some cool emotes to use in our live discussions or indeed on your comments on YouTube. As a special thank you to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lau, Outer Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising 8, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Nicholas Conomos, Colorblind Magic, and Daniel Etherington. And to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariane Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weir, James South, James Tillman, and Dylan Areno. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see here for the channel, and to everyone who helps run our Discord server, all our mods, you're fantastic, and everyone who makes it a great place in there as well, and indeed to everyone who helps come and do the battle reports, and to all our sponsors on the channel as well. Thank you all once again for watching, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.